Thank you all for being part of this conversation. I'm going to share my screen here. I'm Robert Cissna. I teach lighting design at the School of Theater, Dance, and Performance Studies, or TDPS. Our school explores live performance and production from all angles: acting, dance, design, scholarly research, and technical production. When in-person classes were shut down last March and moved online, all of that live creation went with it. Voice classes were now traveling from a microphone to the internet and out to other states. Dance technique was being demonstrated in living rooms, and theater moved into little boxes on a screen. This moment was a turning point for many of our faculty, myself included, and significant research is now being put into exploring the questions being raised by this idea of virtual performance. As you've heard earlier from Dean Dill, we have graciously been the recent benefactors of a large gift, creating the Mayan Brin Institute for New Performance inside of TDPS that will allow this exploration to continue. But alongside all of these innovations in performance and design techniques, the school still needed to teach the aspects of making live physical theater and especially technical production. These skills involved in creating theatrical designs on stage are very specific, hands-on, and at times very dangerous. It often includes moving large, heavy scenery overhead, manipulating electricity, and handling very expensive technology. This training is where I was charged. My innovation grant team this summer was awarded a grant to set out to discover how to teach these practical tasks in a virtual realm. The number one need we saw was access. This here is a picture of the K Theater inside of the Clary Smith Performing Arts Center here on campus. With students attending class from their homes, we needed to get them into this theater somehow, virtually. My team consisted of mostly graduate students in scenery, lighting, and media design, along with Bobby Hunter, a member of our production management team here in TDPS, and all of whom are very well diverse in creating digital representations of the spaces we work in. That idea just needed to expand in scope a little bit and become more interactive and experiential for the students. Our goal was to create the most interactive version of this space in a digital form that we could. For the 6 weeks we had to explore this summer, I split the team to approach the challenge from two angles. Team one was charged with creating a 360-degree photographic walkthrough of the theater, and then team two took a digitally modeled version of the theater to explore within a gaming universe. Starting with team one, we started with a suggestion from IMD's own Roger Eastman, thank you, to explore a software called Matterport. Matterport is a real estate technology tool for creating walkthroughs of homes on the market. Now, this put us on the right path, and after further research, we came across a product out of Spain called 3D Vista Pro. The biggest selling point here was that 3D Vista's own COVID research had just introduced a testing environment that you could embed within a virtual tour and host inside of an LMS like Canvas that we use here on campus. So we were in business. Again, with the help of our new friends in computer sciences, we were able to borrow some 360-degree cameras and took nearly 100 photos inside of the K from every vantage point we could find. These photos start out looking very wildly distorted in a flat plane, but become spherical inside of the software. So we have since connected these together inside of 3D Vista Pro to make virtual tour quizzes for 3 different production and design courses in TDPS, with the potential of expanding to even more in the years to come. I'm going to try to quickly share a little video of one of those quizzes here. I hope that it runs smoothly over Zoom. So as you can see here, the success of this space starts with the quality of the photos taken. We have since explored and spent more money on better cameras and hardware that will allow us for cleaner tours in the future. Every aspect of the view is user controlled and able to zoom in and out. You're able to quickly jump from one spot to the next, each loading a different 360 photo. This semester's version even includes some background music from musicals at the suggestion of students from the fall. The questions can show correct answer when incorrect. They can be in scavenger hunt style. You can look for missing items or erroneous content. When you select the wrong answer, the new answer will pop up green if you want it or not. And then the final score actually feeds directly into Canvas Gradebook for pretty seamless connection. This software is very powerful and there's a lot of options inside of there. Simultaneously to this, Team 2 was creating a digital non-photographic version. In the 360 tours, we were limited by a moment in time when the photograph was taken, whereas like the digital model allows the team to change out pieces on stage at any time for a wider interaction. This process started inside of a program called Vectorworks, which is a computer drafting software actually based right up the road in Columbia, Maryland. Our design students already use Vectorworks for all of their theatrical drawings, so this was an easy leap for us to make. The first step was to create a 3D model of the theater to the best detail possible, looking at the space from all possible angles, from the floor to the ceiling to the audience and back. Our media design graduate students then took this model file and put it into Unity, a game design software. And after some learning curves, they ended up with a working version of the theater, right down to the fabric on the chairs. And I'll quickly try to share that space as well. So here's the full model inside of Unity. You can see it's still a little bit choppy, also in the video form of trying to share it, but the bones are in place. We also put on stage an unpainted model of the set for Noises Off, which was the last production the school did before we shut down. This way the students could explore the design virtually and to show that what could be gained in the flexibility of this digital space. We're able to move around freely within the space, explore any corner available. A user can step around the edges, step backstage, check everything out from every corner. You can see the set from upstage looking out at the audience as though you're the actor waiting to go on stage. It offers a lot of exploration and possibility. So moving forward, we still hope to continue this and expand this exploration. Although driven by the pandemic's needs, I see the potential for this platform to minimize the dangers of training students in theatrical production and broaden our reach to the current generation of graduate students and undergraduate students. I've included a survey to the 100+ students who have been taking this 360 quiz that we created as part of Team 1, and about 95% have expressed interest in a game-style cooperative environment where they could practice and work together to solve problems inside the theater. By starting the design inside of Unity's game space, we hope to continue to develop this multiplayer collaboration and communication, and ultimately step into VR to explore the more hands-on aspects of installing a theater show. If a student could practice raising and lowering heavy scenery inside of this virtual model, no one can get hurt. Stage crews can practice scenery transitions together without using valuable stage time. And all of these tasks can help give a robust and controlled introduction to technical theater before putting students in at-risk situations. Also, within the Maya Brin Institute for New Performance, we hope to expand on what these virtual spaces will offer our entire faculty to explore what the performing arts within a digital realm looks like and redefine performance within the commingling of human and digital forms. How do live performers interact with digital copies of themselves? How can a dancer create alongside animation? How can the performing arts exist inside of an XR virtual space? These are all the questions that we're starting to ask and explore, and we can't wait to explore them with your help too. So thank you for your time. I hope we can all see you in our theaters soon. Stay safe, and thank you for having me.
Andrew, that's fantastic. It's exciting to see what our students are doing and how you're educating them and actually providing them a great opportunity to do things, like you said, safely and get a really good hands-on experience without having to be there. So that's really cool.